All right, here we are, day 23. Heading out to Uncle Johnny's in Uncle Johnny's Hostel in Irwin, Tennessee. We got, I think, 16.8 to do. To get there. As you can see, it rained last night, and we might see a little bit this morning. I started about 3:30, 4 o'clock. Rained pretty good, and then we got up. It was just raining a little bit. Right now it's not raining. It looks like by 10ish, it's a little bit after 8 now. By 10ish, it'll be all cleared out, and then the skies are gonna, by lunch, the sun will come out and all that stuff. So hopefully we can dodge the rest of the rain between now and then, but we'll see. If not, we don't. We're going into town so we can get all dried out and stuff when we get there and cleaned up. But so that's the plan. 16.8. Yesterday we got to the shelter at 7:15. Us and Mumbles, we were the only people at the shelter. There was a southbound couple that were tenting. We met them this morning. Talked to them a little bit this morning. But decent shelter. I said temperature probably was only no lower. It probably got down to about 50. Maybe high 40s last night, so it was comfortable. Wound up doing yesterday was, I think it was 18.9 miles yesterday. So 18.9 yesterday. We'll do 16.8 today. And then we're looking at what the plan is when you get to Uncle Johnny's, because that next section right after Uncle Johnny's is the last bad section of trail that isn't there's more bad sections of trail that got affected by Helene, but it was probably one of the last sections that was kind of reopened. They have like a detour through there, but from talking with the southbounders and everything and other people, the normal trail is all cut and passable. So the only lowdowns are like maybe some new ones that happened since the hurricane, but they're all workable from what the southbounders were telling us. So the plan is to, we'll be doing that section, but we might southbound it. There's like a 20-mile, you go north 20 miles from Uncle Johnny's. We might see if we can get dropped off at Iron Mountain Gap and then just southbound 20 miles tomorrow back into Uncle Johnny's. That'll give us another night at the hostel. We'll see if we can do that. If not, we'll just head out, because there's a lack of shelters. There's a shelter a few miles outside of Uncle Johnny's, and now one for like 22 miles. And I don't know all the conditions. And obviously you can tent camp, but we'll see. See what we do. We'll make that plan tonight. That's what we got. I don't know what kind of views we're gonna have this morning. We'll probably get some views as we're coming down the mountain into Irwin, because I remember you can kind of see the Nolichucky River as you're coming down that mountain into Irwin, so should be able to get those views. All right, a couple hours in for the morning. It's pretty much what we've had. See all the trees they cut. It's been spitting rain on us. That's why I hadn't videoed much. But it's supposed to end within the next hour and start clearing out. At least that's what the weather said. We'll find out. So this is what we got. All right, here we are. It is 1:47. So we hiked, got to a shelter, the no business shelter, about 1 o'clock, and we took like a 30-minute lunch break there. Right about then, that's when the sun was starting to come out. As you can see, the sun is now out. The rain's moved out. So we were able to stop for lunch, get our rain jackets off, and try to dry out. Because not so much from the rain, but just you kind of sweat out the rain jacket having to hike. So we're a little less than 6 miles from Uncle Johnny's hostel in Irwin. So that'll be where we spend the night. So if things go right, we should be there by 4:30, I would think. We got this kind of flattish area, then we got a little hump we got to go over, and then it's pretty much a down into Irwin to the Nolichucky River and Uncle Johnny's. So that's what we got. Hadn't been too bad of a day elevation wise. Pretty mild elevation, especially compared to yesterday. Yesterday was a big day climbing. Today it's kind of the reverse. We do more downs than we do ups, so that's good. And if things go right, what we're planning on doing, because we're going to hit Iron Mountain tomorrow, which is like one of the last places that kind of opened up due to the hurricane damage. So it's one of the bad areas. Got that tomorrow. We're looking at possibly seeing if we could get shuttled 20 miles ahead to Iron Mountain Gap and then hike back those 20 miles tomorrow back to Uncle Johnny's. That would get us a 20-mile day in, knock out those 20 miles. This way, if there's any issues with blowdowns and stuff, we're just coming back to the shelter. We can deal with those a lot easier. So it's what we're thinking of doing. And we'll have to figure out the rest of the week when we get into the shelter tonight, start looking at the maps and figuring out where our next resupply after Uncle Johnny's will be. All right, when you start getting some views of the Nolichucky on the way down, I'll make sure to turn the camera back on. All right, if you look straight ahead through there, you see all the down trees. It's like almost like someone dropped a box of toothpicks just on the side of the mountain. All those trees down. It's crazy. We'll get through there here in a minute. Up we go, last up of the day. All right, there's the Nolichucky River that flows into Irwin. And if you go here, you can see kind of Irwin and more of the Nolichucky through the trees. As we get closer and closer, you get better shots of it, but We're probably a couple miles, roughly, from the bottom, getting down to the hostel. But we got a nice down, so if I don't get to film at the hostel, this might be it. I'll try to pull it out when we get down there. But if not, this might be the end of day 23. 16.8 miles. That'll bring us to mile 344 and change. So we'll see what we do tomorrow. Hopefully we can do that 20-mile slack pack over Iron Mountain. We'll see.